every day. I'm going to really try to post every day. Okay. Today, I wanted, because it's so bright and sunny and beautiful, at least where I'm at. I hope it's beautiful where you're at. But I wanted to remind the beautiful collective out there that is going through rough times in life, right? Whatever that may be, whether it's romantic, familial, job, career, whatever. Some of us just go through it every day for no reason. It's just like the world's after us. I know the feeling, I know. But the main thing that I wanted to say is, and this is a quote from Cat Williams, the comedian. Don't let anybody affect your self-esteem, because it's esteem of the mother effing self. Okay? You are 100% indubitably responsible for your own self-esteem. And it's crucial in getting through anything that life throws your way, which is on the daily, that something is going down. And I know everybody says that, but the more that the further I get in life, not further, but the longer that I'm here, and I meet people and I interact with people, the more that I realize how many people are actually like not even trying to own up to the responsibility of self-confidence, of being in tune with themselves and exuding that back into the environment. And how many people really spend the time and the effort concentrating on how many people have wronged them, on how many situations they have been in which, you know, hindered their progress in life or their goals, how they feel about themselves. And it's something that has to be a constant work in progress, because every time that we're in a situation that somebody makes us feel like we're not enough, like we're not good enough, like we're not beautiful enough, we're not young enough, we're not old enough, we're not smart enough, we're not whatever, somebody makes us feel like we're not enough, it takes work every time. Like every time something like that happens, sorry son, again, parking. Every time that happens, it takes work and effort to get yourself back in line until it becomes second nature. And not all of us are born with great self-esteem. You know, some of us, because as a child, when we go through trauma, everything is like existential. And I'll talk about that in another thing. Like everything is your world, you know, and every trouble that you have with family or outside is like, that's it. So the way that things affect you when you're young is quite different from when you're older. And the way that you deal with situations as a child is much different. And what I'm realizing is that most people really don't even make any conscious effort trying to move forward with who they are and really feel themselves 100% and put in work to feel good about themselves. Because anybody that you talk to, whether they're struggling with addiction, they're struggling with mental health, they're struggling with health issues that potentially could be under their control, like issues that come from poor diet or neglect of the body, because everything takes a lot of work, you know. But most people play the blame game. You know, I had a tough childhood, I had a this, but if you really want to focus, if you really want to think about it, when you meet amazing people, like people who've accomplished incredible things in life, whether it's financially to anthropology. Is that even a word? It's just a store. No, I think it's a word. Yeah. Doing good for society, making some sort of crucial changes in the way that society works. All of those people have gone through a ton of trauma and a ton of hurdles in their life. Most of those people are not, you never hear a story of like somebody who did incredible things that's like, I had the picture perfect childhood, nobody's ever hurt my feelings, you know, I come from a great family, etc. Like, everyone goes through things, and it's just a difference of character. But it's not even character, it's you allowing yourself to feel bad for the way that things are turning out. And as soon as you start focusing on that, as soon as you start blaming your parents, your any kind of ancestor for things that they didn't do for you, they didn't leave behind for you, things that didn't go your way, the less likely you are to achieve the things that you want in life. The less likely you're going to be able to get through the hurdles of everyday life, basically. You know, we can't blame our daddies for everything, because our daddies were here for the first time as well, you know, and we have to look at them as humans. Sometimes you have to separate yourself, and I'm one of those people. I have to separate myself from some people emotionally, just so that I could get through my day, just so I could get through what I'm going through, because it's difficult when you are related or when you're romantically involved with people who are hurting you. But you have to understand that they're not doing that always on purpose. And yes, there are terrible people that hurt people on purpose, of course. But for the most part, people are doing the best they can, and they just don't know a different way because of their, you know, ancestry, lineage, whatever the cards that they were dealt with. And so every time there's a brand new life, every time the cards are in your hands, and you have to, it's how you play them. You know, some of us, I don't know card games, but some of us have the shittiest cards. You know, and it's like every day you just try to make moves to make it a little bit better for yourself. And you have to wake up every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a bad mother effer. Girl, boy, it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. You just have to. Put on your best outfit. Do your hair however you want. Take care of yourself. Take care of your skin. Take care of your body. Try to eat healthier, try to drink better things, you know. Take it one step at a time. It's very difficult to achieve long-term goals when all you focus on is the long-term goal that is so far away. Like when you're crossing a river, say you're swimming in a river, or you're swimming like in a part of an ocean or whatever, a lake, it doesn't matter. If you're focusing on trying to get to the other side, where you're trying to get to, it looks so far away. It looks so hard. It looks so daunting. But if you set little milestones for you, like, let me just get to that branch that's sticking out over there. Let me just get to that buoy. Let me just get to that. And before you know it, you're on the other side. And so set small goals for yourself. And please, please, please stop blaming other people for the things that you go through. Yes, it can be part of your story, but it doesn't have to make your story. It doesn't have to be your excuse and your explanation for how you didn't get to where you wanted. It can be part of your story and your fuel to show people that they can achieve anything, regardless of the cards that they're dealt with, regardless of their lineage, their ancestry, where they live, where they come from, you know, what kind of setbacks are thrown their way, because it's really how you feel about yourself. And the more time that you spend into giving yourself the power, and you have to literally, like, sometimes you got to slap it into yourself, slap in your power into your own cheeks. Like, I'm a powerful person today, and just walk around with that like nothing can touch you. And don't let anybody else affect how you feel about yourself. As hard as it is, trust me, I know it's hard, because I've been through some shit with people and bullying and people just trying to make themselves feel better by putting me down, by putting other people down. I see it every day. It happens all the time, because it gives people the power and the control
to feel better about themselves, when in reality they don't feel good about themselves, and that's why they do that. And you can't be part of their story of success by allowing them to control how you feel about yourself. You just can't. Like, it's very detrimental. So I don't want to keep going on and on. That was like a quick message that I wanted to say. And I hope that you have a beautiful day. Okay, bye.